Hello, beautiful strangers, and welcome back to another episode of Myth. When last we left off, well, fucking creepy village chief, creepy old man, dirty pervert, old dirty bastard, whatever choice you want to choose to call him, that thing, well, made us an offer that we can't refuse, unfortunately. And so now we have to assist him with peeping if we want to get him to help with Shimon's birthday party. But whatever, fucking fine. Apparently that's important enough to get him on his side or whatever. Who knows? Could have just told him something like, if you don't help me, then I'm going to tell everybody what you're doing. Or, something like that. But you can't do that because it's... Never mind. Who cares? I'll try not to think too much about it. It's not like I hate that sort of plot point in general. I don't think it's a very good plot point. If I knew somebody that did that in real life, I would not know them much longer. But, it's a thing. We'll see what happens. As long as it's played for comedy, I don't mind too much. And, well, I can't say for sure if it's going to be played for comedy or for serious or for something else. But let's get back into it, shall we? I looked at the greenery again. The real greenery this time, not the village chief. I scooted my chair slightly, and now it's sitting very slightly crooked and very slightly annoying. And as soon as he left as soon as he was done explaining the gist of the mission. It was really capricious. I was still spacing out when Shimon walked by with an empty laundry basket. Did the chief leave? Yeah. You saw him? Yes. I didn't hear what you two were talking about, though. It was close. I'd never hear the end of it if she found out about our mission. It wasn't nothing important. Okay. There was nothing else I could say. Jeez. Apparently our mission was to be enacted tonight. This was going to be a hassle. As I was heading to Katomi's house, I found So struggling to carry some junk. Perfect. I'll take her with me. What are you doing? Oh, Meito. She smiled at me. Seeing a smile like that made me uneasy, though. A symbol! She seemed to be really energetic today. Yes, today. I decided to head over to her. Meito, you know what a bicycle is? A bicycle? What about them? Just answer me, Baldi. We have hair. Our face looks dumb, but we have hair. Shit. I know what it is. No, I'm not bald. I know it. You're a total Baldi in that other world of yours. I tried touching my head. Oh, I was wrong. Just shut up in the first place. She really made me think I was going bald. So what about bikes? I heard this from Shimon. Apparently you can fly with them. Well, I guess. When you're riding fast, you can call that flying. Her eyes were glittering. I knew it. Never thought flying was possible. I want to try it. She had really gotten things confused. So... Yes'm? Do you understand how bikes work? Yeah, they go zip, zip, boom. Yep. Meito? I refuse. I knew what she was going to say. I want to ride a bike. Make one for me, Meito, my boy. I could see it already. I want to ride a bike. Make one for me, Meito, my boy. My boy. You're so dumb. I meant that in more ways than one. Quit being a whiner and help me out there. We've got stuff to do before that. Like what? Did she forget already, or was she not taking it seriously to begin with? The meeting for the birthday party? How's that? I already talked to Riri-san. You're quick. No, she's not. All we gotta do is talk to Katomi and the chief. I already talked with the chief. Perfect. So just Katomi. So began to head up the hill. What? You wanna go? Or you're gonna go? Yeah? And you don't need me? No, she did. I had to hand the book over to Katomi. You ain't gonna make me go by myself, are ya? No, wait a second. I probe around my backside. The book was stuffed somewhere between my underwear and my pants. Why? Why? That your diaper? No. That was strange. I don't remember putting it there. Well, whatever. Either way, I had to have Katomi look at it. Well, at least he didn't put it there. But on the other hand, that means someone, if he didn't put it there, then that means someone is a serial... No, what? We're just gonna move on. Just gonna move right along. I'm coming to. I have to hand this book back to Katomi. You're gonna make her smell your diaper? What the hell kind of fetish is that? We headed for Katomi's house. Hibiki-chan, let's play Hey-Yo. She was so weird. Come in. And Katomi showed up at the door. Oh, Hey-Yo-san? Hello. I greeted her. Might I ask who this is? I live with her at Shimon's house. She's... For I am so... I ought to play with that child of yours, verily. Why was she speaking like that? Oh my, you're so energetic. Katomi giggled. She must have been used to kids like so. Anyway, one moment, I'll call for Hibiki. No, it's fine. We're here to see you today. I was just horsing around before. Aren't you always horsing around? Oh, what is it? There's a favor we want to ask you. Definitely. Favor? Shimon's birthday is actually in 3 days. We wanted you to help celebrate with us. Oh, Shimon's birthday. I see. Will you help us out? Sure. Hell yes, we got him all. Well, that was easier than expected. I don't know why you expected everybody to tell you no, Mato, my friend. Tomato. This kind of thing would require a contract and whatnot in my world, but apparently that wasn't the case here. Oh right, his shitty homeworld. Forgot about that. Aight, let's gather the troops. We're gonna start already? You fool, we ain't got much time. That's true. Oh dear, let me call for Hibiki. Katomi. I took out the book. Isn't this the book you were looking for? Just ignore the smell. This is it, I'm certain of it. Oh good, it seems like this was the book in question. Where did you find it? At that woman's house. It was inside her room. Woman's house? Huh? Yeah. She seemed confused for a moment. Anyway, thank you so much. But apparently she didn't think much of it after that. I hate to ask this right after I returned it, but is it okay if I borrow it? Sorry, I want to read through it once again. That's fine. Just loan it to me when you're done, please. Okay. After that, Katomi went inside to call Hibiki. Ooh, it's so musty, so musty. So many books, so filled with dreams. There really are a lot. You've been here before, haven't you? Oh dear, please don't make a mess. Yep. I called for Riri and the chief afterward, and we all gathered at Katomi's house about an hour later. The birthday party executive committee's meeting was about to begin. Captain, I found a book. It's called Aquatic Substitution. Nice. Zimmer's all about waterworks. The two of them immediately hit it off. This book's all about aquatic stuff, dear. Okay. She was such an idiot. I'm gonna... What you say, my lord? Are you guys gonna take that seriously? Oh, God. It's that stuff I find funny in fiction, but I know if I interacted with those sort of people in real life, I would not like them. The village chief went right along with her. What's a twat? Oh my, you're a little too young to learn about that. Their very existence was a detriment to children. Alright, let's get started without them. That was the wisest course of action. Everyone should know why we're here already, but... to plan for Shimon's birthday party, yes? Exactly. It seemed like it'll be a big celebration with all these people. Yep. It was suspect as to whether Hibiki even knew what her mother was talking about. So the best way to make Shimon happy would be with presents. Of course. I agree. Yep. The problem is, what should we get her? I don't know what she likes. Well, she probably liked silly stuff, but... Hibiki, what does Shimon like? Shimon likes... Hibiki thought for a moment, then... when we were playing the other day, she said that lizards were cute. Man, I knew she'd be into some weird stuff. That's really not really weird, but whatever. She liked their wriggly tails. She really was weird. Was she a cat? We can't just stuff 50 lizard tails into a box and hand it over to her, though. You know, just imagine that for a second. Just close your eyes. It's your birthday. You have all of your friends around you, and if you're like me and have no friends, then imagine that you have friends, and they're sitting around with you at your birthday party. Just close your eyes and think about it for a moment. It's happy day, and they give you a present, and they tell you, this is from all of us. I hope you like it. And the smile big across your face, unmistakable joy running through you. And you unwrap the present, and open the box, and inside is 50 lizard tails staring up at you from inside the box. Just imagine that for a moment, if you will. And now let's move along. That would be a problem. Indeed. So what should we do? There would be problems if we tried to focus entirely on Shimon's taste. I have an idea. Ludi raised her hand. How about instead of a present, we do something that would make her happy? It's the thought that counts. Priceless. You two shut it. So what do you mean by that, Ludi? Like, what if you let her experience something she never has before? That's a bit abstract. Isn't figuring out what she has and hasn't experienced a problem too? That's why we have you. Ludi smiled at me. Me? That's right, you're not from this world, so... Oh, I see what you mean. I should show her something unique to my world. Was there anything in my world that could make her happy? I couldn't think of anything. Ludi, that was a good idea, but I don't think there's anything from my world that would fit the bill. There were restrictions on all that sort of stuff, after all. Besides, searching for anything from my world is impossible. There's nothing? Like, were there any fun things you did? Fun things. I tried to remember. I never really tried to think back on things like that. Could I really think of an example? Something deep in my memories. I'm a student. My parents abandoned me and disappeared. So I was almost always alone, handed over to some institution. Was there anything at all? Fireworks? That was the only thing that came to mind. Fireworks? Yeah, fireworks. I remember seeing them with my parents once. They're like an explosion of petals in the sky, At first, they're just little round balls, but then they fan out into the sky and grow huge. I kind of explained it like a child, but that was to be expected, and I hardly remembered them. Lily placed her hand on her jaw. She seemed to be thinking. She probably thought that sounded like something... she probably thought that something like that was impossible. They're real... Let's make some... Huh? Everyone was looking at me. An explosion of paddles in the sky. So's eyes were glittering. It sounds amazing. Yep. Hibiki looked up, seemingly imagining what they looked like. Fireworks. They sound wonderful. Even Katomi sounded impressed. Isn't this period in Japan, they would have had contact with China? Or, fuck, what was it at this point in history? Qing Dynasty? Ming Dynasty? Shit, I don't remember. And China, whatever they were called, whatever they were called at that point, had gunpowder and fireworks, I'm pretty sure. It's like not a new invention. I mean, hell, didn't fireworks essentially originate in China? I don't really know enough about the history of gunpowder or fireworks, and I don't know enough Chinese history than I should. I really should read The Romancing of Three Kingdoms, or at least something like that, of Chinese mythology and history. My knowledge of Chinese mythology comes from playing Jade Empire when I was younger. But anyway, let's move along. I just barely remember. There was no guarantee that they even existed. It might have even have just been some delusion of mine. I wasn't confident in my memories at all. Sorry, but they might not even exist, so... We'll just make them. I'm sure we can do it if we all work together. Even Lydia was enthusiastic about it. Wait, and then we'll show her these fireworks for her birthday. It's settled. The village chief seemed eager to finish things up. Wait, I barely even remember what they're like. I really doubt we can just make them ourselves. They were simply imagining things. They didn't realize how difficult doing that was actually be, or if it was even possible at all. I really don't think it can be done. Could you explain more about these fireworks? They weren't even listening to me. They all seemed dead set on making one. I guess I had no choice but to go along with it. Fireworks use gunpowder to combust, if I recall correctly. I just play along until they gave up. I wasn't going to stop them from trying, at least. I don't know the whole mechanisms of fireworks, but I think in the base sense they're gunpowder and, like various other metals, whatever, to give it a color like phosphorus and, sulfur, I think, gives it a color. I don't remember any other ones, but I know sodium, I think, makes white fire. I don't remember. I suck at chemistry. You have the gunpowder inside a tube react, which signals the actual firework in the sky, and then it explodes. I don't think that's how that works. Which means you need gunpowder and lots of fireworks and more gunpowder to make it explode. Yeah, that is correct, I'm pretty sure. Is that all? No, you need gunpowder inside of the firework as well. So this gunpowder explodes into colors. In total, we need 3 sets of gunpowder. Gunpowder, that ain't gonna be easy to make. No. Yep. We need, I think at the time period it probably would have been like saltpeter and niter or something. I don't think gunpowder as we know it today would have been the thing. I think in that time period it was like saltpeter. I think. So this gunpowder is the problem. It'll depend on whether that exists in this world. Any ideas, Chief? Ain't never heard of it before until now. Which, I guess, to be fair about what I was talking about earlier, they're living in a small village. It's supposed to represent a small village in Japan. Whether they actually fucking know about gunpowder at this point, I don't know. It should have existed. Fireworks should have existed. I mean, hell, go watch a few varying types of animes I've seen, mangas as well, that I've seen that take place in this time period, and it's not uncommon for me to have seen early, like, flintlock style muzzle-loaded rifles and muskets So I don't know. I don't know when it's supposed to take place. Genuinely, I have no fucking clue. Oh dear. We need gunpowder if we're gonna make this work. And if there isn't any in this world, then we can't do it. We might as well give up. So I thought, but... Who about we just improvise? The chief seemed to have other ideas in mind, though. Huh? He declared that with such bravado that I couldn't help but doubt my ears. You crazy? Fireworks are basically nothing but gunpowder. Yeah, pretty much, I think. Per aspera ad estrum. Not only was he ignorant, but he wasn't very convincing either. Just let me handle it. I'll figure something out. Attaboy. Will this really work? Leave it to me. Ching. No smiling, no smile with a thumb and the shining tooth. Never mind. I'm a little worried. Yep. No kidding. Anyway, I'll have it all ready by tomorrow. We're through here, though. We're through here. I suppose it is evening. I need to start preparing dinner. I want sashimi. Okay, I'll make your favorite sashimi. Ray! They were right. I guess we should get going too. Sure, I need to help Shimon with dinner as well. Let's eat, sleep, repeat. Isn't Live, Die, Repeat something, a movie, Tom Hanks movie, I think it was called, Edge of Tomorrow, right? Everyone seemed to be satisfied, so we left. And I think this was a bit slow, but I think this next scene's pretty long, so I'm going to end this episode here. And, well, we've seen the birthday party creation, and I think next time, the chief's plans might fall into motion. And there is, of course, more Otherworld that we're going to have to look forward to. But that's for next time, and I hope to see you all there.